I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. For over 3 decades, Cordell & Cordell has been on the front lines of family law. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life that you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Boston area attorneys. 10 Cabot Road, Suite 210, Medford, Massachusetts, 02155.
The holiday season should remind us that faith and family are the most important things in life. I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. We hope that you succeed in coming together this holiday season with those you love and in the process create wonderful generational memories. Holidays have this magical power to magnify small things into ever greater memories over time. Happy holidays.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Boston area attorneys. 10 Cabot Road, Suite 210, Medford, Massachusetts, 02155.
Figured out, so I think we had a couple days this last season where we did 3 weddings in a day. There wasn't a whole lot of catering that we turned down. There was some, but it was unavoidable. So now we got to figure out how we can not turn down this stuff. And that answer is we need space and then we need staff.
Yeah. I mean, and that's, yeah, I get it. I understand.
So I have always casually perused local listings for buildings and stuff. And, you go back through and look again and you start doing different math now that you're at the end of a season where you have this year's numbers and we're 21.99% is our increase over last year. We did almost a 30% increase in catering. So yeah, 100, what did I tell you? 156, 152. One of those two numbers, I think. Yeah.
Something like that.
152, we'll call it 152,000.
I think it was,
in catering sales. Whatever. Split the difference.
Yeah. I think which is amazing. So congratulations to you on that.
So, we're just under, I think, 412 for the year. I don't know. I could just look again. I have it all on the message I sent you. 152.7 was our catering total.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you'd get there?
Which was, so 152 was 37% of our total sales of the year. So yeah, I think we were just around 412 for the year, total sales. Oh, thanks, awesome. Miles. Our favorite barbecue.
Aw.
Damn straight.
My favorite barbecue too.
Yours?
So I did end up up for the year, by the way.
Oh, good.
Even taking a month off. 0.26%.
Good. That's not bad at all, man.
Just
that's good. For having the time off, that's excellent.
I didn't lose, which was like my number one fear was losing.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that Arby's building that's just been kind of sitting there taunting me. That supposedly the whole lot is sinking and the building's sinking, and that's why they moved. It's not the greatest location for an Arby's, which is why I think they moved.
Yeah.
Because they only moved like a half mile down the road. And if that was truly a poor foundation that the whole lot was sinking, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have it up for lease as is.
Yeah.
Christopher Vander, 24. Haven't found a better barbecue food truck. Thank you. Next thing, Chris, we need to do is for you to say you haven't found better barbecue. So that's goal number 2. So,
I mean, I've found better barbecue, but
me too. Me too. But that's where our goals are. We want to go from being good food truck barbecue to being just good barbecue. So, anyways,
that'll happen.
So, I mean, can we swing the $6,000 a month on a Arby's that's pretty much fully ready to go? We just got to put in a little bit of equipment.
I mean, can you? I really. So you and I.
Can I run it with 2 or 3 people?
Yes.
And then we're not. I mean, we don't necessarily be open. Yes, Chris. Truck. We would not be getting rid of the truck. We'd be doing both. Yeah. What was I saying?
I think when you and I went to visit our friend Kyle, that's like his setup is actually pretty damn good. Like,
yeah,
that's almost what you want.
That Arby's even has more seating than I would care to have.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
would you be all right? So you open. Let's say you start something.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be counter service? Would you be like a buffet line where people pick up their own?
No, it wouldn't be a buffet. No,
so
we wouldn't go the Chinese buffet route where we do by weight type of thing.
Yeah.
No.
Like I went to Terry Black's in Dallas, and it's like one section is your sides, and you tell them what you want, they give it to you on the tray, and then you
cafeteria style, not buffet style. Yeah,
is that
cafeteria
what it is?
style. Yeah,
cafeteria style. Okay.
Yeah, you're walking with your tray. They scoop into servings for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so it's all pre-weighted. They're weighing it before they put it on your plate. Yeah. Buffet is your Chinese buffet where you're getting a 9x9. You go out and you fill it, and then you go over and you pay by weight.
Yeah.
Which you can't do with barbecue. I mean, because you're going to end up with some of the six pounds of brisket.
Exactly.
And you're paying a flat rate, of $12 a pound or whatever. But you can't do that because someone's just going to come and get mac and cheese, and they're going to pay $12 a pound.
True.
So, anyways,
I did invest in a KDS system.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for the cafe, not for the truck.
Well, it probably will do it for the truck too.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than I thought it was. So I went and bought a Samsung tablet for like $150, and you just have to download the app. They have a KDS app through Square, and you just set up your devices on your dashboard, and it's good to go. So I picked up another register for like $150.
But I get it for the restaurant because there's so much distance in between where you're taking orders and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, are you really getting that big of a jump on it in the truck? Because I imagine it's live ringing, so you're seeing the order ring up as it comes through.
Yeah, I think it's the only thing I don't like is I still think you need a ticket to call somebody's name, or somebody's going to write the name down on wherever you're giving it to them. So it might still do tickets, but I don't. Where the register is, I have to figure out how to put a printer in a different location. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I need a Wi-Fi printer because a Bluetooth printer won't work through a wall. We've tried that.
Yeah.
So that's what I have in the truck now is a Bluetooth printer.
The cables aren't bad. You can just get those USB cables. They're just essentially printer cables. You can get them pretty long.
Yeah. It needs to be like drilled through walls.
Why not just go up and over? Isn't it a drop ceiling?
No.
It's a hard ceiling?
Yes.
Wow.
The cafe is an open ceiling, and then the room is a drywall ceiling. But it's like 16-foot ceilings. It's very tall.
That's why they make ladders.
First of all, fat guys don't belong on a ladder. Okay, so that's number one. I use step stools. Like, I got a two-step stool, and I'm shaking.
It has nothing to do with your size.
Whatever. Okay, whatever.
Skippy doesn't do ladders. Got it.
No, Skippy does not do ladders. Anyway,
I would so like on the truck, I would just have your receipt printer next to your register because they're gonna have the orders over there.
Mm-hmm.
But how are you gonna? So when they hand the bag over, or whatever the order is, you have to have something to check order off of. So how does that work?
I don't know.
Do you have multiple
What's that big black
KDSs?
box behind you on the wall that's focusing my attention? That. Yeah.
Well, I did pretty good. Look at me go.
That's good.
It's my wall safe.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a chalkboard.
I was going to say if it's a wall safe, it's really tall.
Makes it harder to break into.
That's very true. Okay. Sorry, it was focusing my attention like right there. I'm like, what is that?
See, I did it so good the first time, and then I got it. Yeah, I would. that's a good point, Chris. Instead of doing anything wireless or Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, I would just hardwire everything. Because imagine that they have service there, cable internet of some sort.
They do.
That you are accessing.
We haven't really talked about it yet.
Where are you getting Wi-Fi from?
Oh, I just use my phone or.
Oh, you're hot. Oh my god.
Just my hotspot.
Taking $20 for internet, will you? A month.
I mean.
You mean what?
I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
See, you use your phone, and then you're back to the same conundrum. You have to be there.
Well, no, I have a
hotspot.
I have an iPad basically.
Okay.
Xfinity doesn't have just hotspots. You have to have it on a device.
I forgot you're using Xfinity.
Whatever. Uses Verizon and it's cheaper than Verizon.
Okay, I just said I forgot that you're using Xfinity.
Angry at me.
I was not angry. You're very defensive.
If you only knew.
So,
I did use a Square bill pay program.
Get yourself a very inexpensive. It doesn't even need to be a router, just a dumb switch, to plug into one port of their whatever box that they're using there. If it's Xfinity, then it's a router, and there should be like 3 plugs in the back of that thing.
Oh, they have internet. They have a server.
Yeah,
and all that
I'm sure they do. Yeah. So at least support from them.
We just haven't discussed it.
You're not going to use hardly any internet.
True.
So yeah, you just get a switch, pop it in there, and then just plug everything into that. And then you can use Cat 6, and you can go as far as you want within reason, inside the building at least. Chris is talking like an IT guy.
All you IT guys.
Yeah.
No, we just had the outdoor
former IT guy. I'm out of practice.
We just had the outdoor outlet put in for the smoker, and he must have brought in some new guys, and they clipped a water line. So
it happens to the best of us.
Oh, but the owner of the building was or the cafe was like, "We have to close. We don't have water. We have to close." I'm like, "You can still sell food. You can still make hot chocolate with milk instead. Like what?"
Yeah.
It was only done for like 15 minutes. It's a quick fix.
Chris is a semi driver. It's close. He's knowledgeable. Knowledgeable
semester. He's probably got a big ass server in his.
He's doing some serious gaming at his house when he's home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Or he could just be one of those people that just likes to have their house network. I'm one of those people.
So my house is plastered walls along. So in plaster, when they do the corners, they used to do expanded metal. Mm-hmm. So my house is like I don't know what's it called. Yeah, it doesn't like waves. So it doesn't like any type of Wi-Fi networks. Like my Wi-Fi should work outside my house, and like it barely does. Like just barely. Going in between rooms, and I even have extenders, and it doesn't like it too much.
So I'm probably sitting in a straight line, probably 40 feet from my hotspot inside the trailer. My phone will every once in a while connect to it. So I'm like, why is my internet so slow? I was like, oh yeah, I'm going through 7 walls and an aluminum wall.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about this. I picked up a new toy. I pre-ordered it quite a while ago, and it finally came.
I got 2 new thermal pens coming.
Well, speaking of that,
are those the probes?
Yeah, the wireless. I haven't unboxed it yet, but I figured this would be good for rotisserie since it's you cannot have a wired probe in there.
Yeah, Fireboards can't keep their new ones in stock. The ones that they just came out with.
Yep, I would imagine people are buying.
They've done three batches, and you can't get them. So there's you're pre-ordering right now for batch 4.
Really?
But they're cool. So they have the the typical probe, and on the end it has a circle, and that'll actually give you your ambient temperature in the smoker too.
Really?
So so you can tell what your ambient temperatures are in all the spots of your smoker. They're pretty cool.
So it comes with one stick, one stick,
mm-hmm.
and it also came with a grate clip. So it's like, huh?
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, but
it's so you can roast a hot dog. You put the grate clip in, you stick the probe through, and then you stick a hot dog on the end of the probe.
Well, and so this is the case that the stick comes in, and it's what I like about it is it's actually magnetic on the back.
So I think those are just like the ones that Fireboard has. You can stack them.
Yeah.
So you only have to charge the bottom one, and then you can stack them. It'll charge the whole stack without having to have like 6 different ones plugged in.
Well, we're gonna find out. But no, I have not used it as of yet.
Yeah, I'm back and forth on them.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
It came with a wired one. A wired ambient temperature one. That's what that's for. Okay. Might as well just look at things.
Yeah, it's weird when you open the whole box.
Those have a long cord. I appreciate the fact that it has a long cord.
Like, I can name them. Like, so Fireboard has different colored ones.
Yes.
Which I think, so it'd be easier to keep track of. So in Fireboard, you can name your probes. So you can name it like Brisket 1, Brisket 2.
Yes, you can do that.
But it remembers those names, even after you turn them off. So you pop it back out. Then you got to okay, I got to see which probe this is. I don't know.
They give us colors.
Okay, cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
And then you sync the colors with your thingamabobby.
Yeah, those might work better than the Fireboard ones, just for that purpose. Maybe, I don't know. Because then you can just write them down. Like purple is, white is, red is.
Well, I think I haven't downloaded the app yet, so I haven't really played with anything that has to do with this.
Excellent.
We're just
It's a solid review then.
My early Christmas present. I will throw a review on there, just to. But supposedly the Linus charges in 10 minutes for 24 hours of cooking, withstands up to 1,000 degrees, 1,500 foot line of sight range. So that's not bad.
No.
And it's not Bluetooth. Because it says RFX wireless outperforms Bluetooth.
Chris had one. He used it for a temp spec he used for his turkey. How'd it work, Chris? It worked good? Do you think it was accurate and helpful?
Accurate.
I was going to say something. I forgot. Oh, yeah. So doing some rough math. Talking to our good friend, Mr. Ledato, on GERT 2 coming and I can kind of expect for propane usage.
Oh, okay.
So he has 2 40-pound cylinders, and he says he's getting like 4 to 5 cooks before he has to fill them.
Yeah, but that's just for a CTO. He doesn't have a double in his trailer. And his double is natural gas in his restaurant.
Okay. So.
But I just know he has a CTO. I don't know. He has a CTO in his trailer.
So. Yeah. So maybe I can figure 4 cooks for a 100-pound cylinder then. Because it's not double the gas because it's double the size.
No, it might use a little more, but not huge.
Because once it gets to heat, it's not going to use... Or once it gets to temp, it doesn't need to...
Yeah.
It's not like you're using twice the gas to keep it at temp.
Are you then... Keep going, sorry.
So my current rate to fill my 200-pound cylinders is about $135. Yeah. So you figure if I can get 2 weeks out of 200-pound cylinders, which I still think would be stretching it a little bit, figure 260 or 270 a month in gas. Let's say 300 in gas. I'm paying 600 right now in charcoal. So even without wood, and he says he's not using a ton of wood for it. So I think he says he's going through like 8 sticks a day is all. So yeah, I could get a half a face cord, and it would last me most of the year. So even if I did 2, so let's say $1,200, and I got fancy Butler wood that's all pre-cut to size and length and proper moisture, and which I think was 600 a face cord. Is that what we were looking at for that one? For the one place that we saw, yeah, 600. So let's say I had to do 1,200 over 8 months. I mean, still, I'm only looking at another $100, $150 a month in wood, using fancy wood. So I'm probably still going to come out ahead on fuel in the long run.
So your working hours are what? Typically 11 to 6?
Like working hours? Like, are you talking about that we're open?
Serving hours, yeah, like 11 to 6.
No, we're open past 6 most days.
11 to 7?
7, 8, yeah.
Okay.
Depending on where we're at. But yeah, I mean, it just like our current smoker, it's not shut down ever outside of a 24-hour period from Sunday to Monday.
So would you feel confident going down the road with that loaded? And
absolutely.
Propane running or whatever you need to do to...
Well, we can turn the propane off while we're running down the road. Because
I was wondering if
the fans are still running even without the propane going.
Correct.
So it's still pulling in air from the outside without the fans, without the propane fired. Everything still flows. You just don't have the flame. So in most cases, we're not going hours down the road. The majority of our spots are within 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So we can have a couple logs smolder in there for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the fan going, it'll keep them
moderately
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
would it
yes, I'm confident.
Would it make some sense to change your cooking, like the way you cook, to instead of doing it overnight, do it while you're at an event? So like what I'm doing typically, or what I plan on doing. So big or small meats, do big meats the day before, throw them in your warmer overnight, and then do your small meats at like 6 till 10. And then when you get it at the new place or at your first place is when you load the smoker up for your big meats for the next day. By the time you get home, everything's done.
No. Because, yeah, I mean, we're already on site at 10 o'clock. So you're talking about everything has to be off by 8:30, 9 o'clock on a good day. Not to mention the days that we're set up 2 hours away. So let's say it's a Cassopolis day where they leave the house at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
To make sure they give themselves the traffic and everything.
Sure.
So then you're putting ribs on it 2 o'clock in the morning to make sure they're off in time for 8 o'clock, And what am I gaining then? So at this point, I have no concerns about traveling down the road. It's no different than us rolling down the road now, which is exactly why we didn't do a rotisserie, because I wanted to be able to drive down the road as it is now. Everything's going to be in pans still.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yeah, we get a little bit of a mess with pan, just because stuff sloshes around and stuff, but and most of that's just at night on our way back to the house. So we get most of that sloshing. So yeah, and maybe we get a little bit better. Maybe and it's so hard because the meats only are in for a couple hours at most. Like briskets are in at 4:30 or 3:30. I don't know, whatever time it is. It's been too long. I've already forgotten.
Jeez.
3:30 and 5. Yeah, so by the time we leave at 7, I mean, they're only on for 3 hours. You're not accumulating a whole lot of grease in the pans.
True.
Or a good liquid in the pans anyways.
Yeah.
What I need to develop is some clips that I can use to hold pans in place. So that's where our biggest issue is the pans slide around, and we use disposable pans, so they crumple up a little bit, and then you flay them flat, and you don't realize there's, in the crease of the pan, there's a hole.
Yeah.
And then we end up losing all the liquid out of the pan, and it's all over the bottom of the smoker, and that's where we run into the majority of our liquid issues, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, either I need to start using stainless steel pans and just deal with a whole lot of extra dishes, or we need to figure out a way to keep those from sliding around in there. So it'll probably be stainless steel pans with a little rack in the bottom of them to keep everything a little elevated. Do a little less braising.
How many pans will it fit side to side? Or like on one rack, how many full pans can you fit?
I can get 5 now. It's tight, but 5 will fit.
What about the new one?
It's about the same size.
Okay.
So I think I'm actually gaining. I think I might be gaining like an inch or something like that. Maybe not. But yeah, I could fit 5 pans in there. Airflow's not great. So
airflow in this would probably be a little better.
Because of the way it cooks, yeah, because you have the convection, the fans rolling in there. But I've also still heard that it fully loaded, you're still going to get some cold spots in there.
Probably.
Just because of airflow.
Yeah.
I mean, convection can make up some of it, but it's not going to make up all of it.
True.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just going to be one of those things we're going to have to play with. And old smoker's not going anywhere. We'll have it on standby for heavy volume days. So, yeah, I mean, but once
you get trailer number 2.
You got to talk about building number 1 first before trailer number 2 ever comes.
Wishful thinking.
What's wishful thinking?
No, I said never mind.
Oh.
I'm wishful thinking.
No, yeah, you'll have trailer 2. You have your whole fleet of trailers before I even have a second one.
Exactly.
Yep, I got to get to space first, and then we can start thinking about trailers. So
you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there.
I'm not worried about it.
I didn't say you were.
Well, thank you for your support.
I absolutely love to support you.
Just seems like you're talking me off a ledge or something. You'll get there, buddy. Hang in there.
No, just more of yeah, no, you will absolutely be perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
There's an old CVS available in Wyoming.
Yeah, how much?
Doesn't say.
My best guess is it's probably somewhere in the $20 a square foot annually. And it's probably a 10,000 square foot building.
How's Allendale? Do you like Allendale? Is that too far?
Yeah, Allendale's all right. Not ideal for
$12 to $15 a square foot per year.
So,
at the Heritage Town Square, wherever that might be.
Mm-hmm.
No, I went to LoopNet and just typed in near.
Yep,
near
I've been on all of them.
Hudsonville.
I've looked. I've perused. So
good. We'll get you. Yeah, we'll get you there. I'll be your guinea pig. Tell you how bad it is.
I'm not going to listen to anything you're saying. So.
Oh, that's bullshit.
All the advice that you've ignored from everybody on the podcast.
That is not true. That is definitely not true.
I know. You're going to do great. Once you get there. But it is a different beast. So.
You think?
Have you started stocking?
No, I met with my Cisco guy. I have to do 15 item minimum for drop or for a drop. So what will probably happen, because I don't know when I'm going to open, is I will probably order all my dry stock, because that's the easiest way to get to 15, and then just stock it once my shelves and everything like that are ready. And then I will I'll probably go get my meat elsewhere.
I would start getting all that stuff. That way you're not doing it's always nice to piecemeal it so you don't have the bill shock. Yeah.
Yeah. Not to mention I have never ordered like this before. Like where somebody bills me for food. Not sure I like that too much. But it's good that they've got a lot of the stuff I need and like, and my guy is willing to make concessions on prices and such to meet stuff.
Good.
So that should help. I do like that they have certified Angus for brisket. So right now their brisket is from that certified Angus beef is like $4.12 a pound.
So choice.
Yeah, it's definitely choice. I just like the fact if I'm going to buy choice, I'm going to buy certified Angus. That's cab. That's good. And their pork's on the higher side. I told them about that, but it's $1.72 a pound.
Yeah, you're 20 cents higher than Gordon's right now.
Fuck, I'm for 30 cents or 40 cents higher than my Gordon's. 30 cents.
But you're not buying.
You're right.
That's not by the case then. That's just off the shelf. You're picking up a pork butt.
Case prices
are universal.
Yeah, they're $1.59 off the shelf, $1.49 by the case. So yeah, 20 cents. 22 cents. Sorry. Whatever. The size of ribs where are you getting your ribs from? Still Costco?
No, I haven't gotten ribs from Costco in a while.
Where do you? Okay, because you're buying tips. That's right. You're selling tips now.
I'm getting full spares. Yes.
Yes. Gordon's.
Yeah.
Is that all you're getting? What are you getting from Costco now? Just brisket?
Brisket and Doritos.
Makes sense.
You're not going to find a better price on Doritos than Costco.
No.
Even with them raising their prices on them the last 2 years. But their family size bag is twice the size of the family size bag at like Meijer or the party size bag.
Well, if I was buying a St. Louis spare, any idea what poundage I should be looking for?
Most of them are like 3.3 and up or something like that. $2.89 a pound is what the last I saw at GFS, I think. For St. Louis. Is that right?
I didn't look. Those are or the ones that are mine are frozen. They don't have any fresh St. Louis ones. Well, they're still the same brand. They just for some reason sell them out of the freezer.
I don't like buying frozen stuff.
I know.
I don't like having to figure it out, plan.
No, so these are 2.5 and down. Which
so you're not bad.
Yeah, 2.5 and down are $3 a pound for
$3 a pound. Wow.
For spares.
Yeah, it sounds like some of their pricing's a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Okay, $2.89 was what I saw when I was in Gordon's because I was looking at seeing if they had fresh rib tips in the whole slab.
Mm-hmm.
And they do. But $2.89 a pound for those even. So each section, you're going to pay $2.89 if you separate them. Versus I think it was like $2.59 to not have them separated.
Yeah, you better have
the downside is no, yes and no. So it's cheaper, but then I'm only limited to however many ribs I cook for the day.
Oh, yeah.
So, which is why we're trying to figure out if we can do it a different way and buy tips separately. Which 30 cents isn't a huge deal, so we can make up the difference. We did sell less ribs this year than we did last year.
So cab, certified Angus short ribs, 3-bone, $9.50 a pound, 63-pound case.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
So you're getting. That's why you have people selling those for $20 a bone with two sides.
Ugh.
You know?
Yeah, it's just trying to find some of the same things that are in here that I use that I'm looking for. Anyway, all right. What else we got? Anything good?
Kansas City's up 7-0 on Cleveland already.
Come on, Cleveland. Fucking hate Cleveland.
I wonder if they've secured their number 1 seed yet.
Who?
Cleveland. Not number 1 seed, number 1 draft pick, sorry. That's what I meant.
Isn't Jacksonville doing worse?
I have no idea. Cleveland's only got 3 wins.
I think Jacksonville might be doing worse.
The Cowboys and Panthers are a deadlock at 0-0.
Ballers.
Heck yeah.
Like just
let's see the Jacksonville and the Jets are playing today. That's one you want to tune in for.
I'm gonna stab myself with a. So Jets only have 3 wins. The Patriots have 3 wins. Browns have 3 wins. Titans and Jags have 3 wins. Oh, forgot the Raiders, 2 wins.
No, the Raiders. Yeah.
And the Giants with 2 wins.
Yeah, your clubhouse leaders.
Oh. The Giants baffle me.
Yeah. All right.
But we've at least locked up a playoff spot. Yay!
For those listening, and we'll listen when this gets posted, probably tomorrow. I don't think we're going to do a show next week, which would have been the 23rd. So unless we did another Sunday show, which I don't think we're going to do.
Nah. But go back and listen through the archives.
Yeah.
Find some fun stuff.
Listen to all those other episodes. So we'll be back on the 29th then. No, 30th. 30th would be that following Monday. So the day before. Jaguars are up 7-0 on the Jets.
Ooh.
For those that are interested. Which is probably not many of you.
Nope.
Go
Lions. Lions,
go
big
Lions.
Game.
Yeah.
Big game.
Moderate game.
Big game.
Moderate game. Lions by 22.
I will take that bet. What are you putting on it?
This package of cream savers.
That's fucked up. Whatever.
There's like 6 missing. So I'll call it a half a package of cream savers.
Oh, the Niners Lions game got moved to a Monday night game.
No, it always was Monday.
Was it?
Yeah. They might get flexed out of Monday.
Oh.
The game's going to have very little meaning.
Well.
It could be Lions could lock in. I mean, that's the game that they would lock in number 1 seed unless they get some help. But it means nothing for the 49ers. 49ers right now have a 0.1% chance of making the playoffs.
Wow.
So.
Vikings are the Vikings' last game of the year, 1-5 is a TBD time.
Yeah. They're hoping it means something.
No.
I'm hoping it doesn't.
I'm hoping it does not.
Yep. Let all those guys rest another week. A 2-week rest would be nice.
It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, hopefully we got. I know the Eagles. The Eagles are playing the Steelers today, and then the Vikings next week have the Seahawks in Seattle. So there's opportunity for some L's. The Lions just need to take care of their stuff, and we're good to go.
Come on, Bears! Bears need to beat them tomorrow. Bears need to.
Like I said,
Bears on Monday.
Vikings play the Seahawks next week.
I'm rooting for the Bears.
So am I, but I'm being realistic. So, yeah, Bears have been playing everybody close though. So I mean, it could be one of those games where the Vikings look past them to what it should be the tougher matchup against the Seahawks. So, and they get to go. So off a short week, they're flying cross country to play the Seahawks. So. Could have a couple things going for him. So,
go Bears.
The Bears. The Bears. All right, everybody. Have a good week.
Justin, enjoy the Titans game with your boy.
Yep. Have a Merry Christmas, everybody, or whatever holiday you choose to celebrate. Festivus for those of us. we'll air some grievances when we come back. We'll be prepared with some New Year's resolutions and New Year's goals for the following year.
And guests for the new year. Guests.
I guess guests for the new year. On the 30th?
I said for the new year.
Okay, guests. Yeah. No, not on the 30th, please. Yeah.
No, guests 4.
All right, everybody. Peace out. Everybody have a good whatever. Bye-bye. Goodbye.